Okay, so I've worn a Fitbit, I've worn an Apple Watch, I've worn a Garmin, and I thought I had all this wearable fitness things figured out. And then someone sent me this, guys. Someone sent me this, the Hume Band, and then told me it's literally called the world's first longevity band. And no, it's not a fitness band, it's a longevity band. I have not taken it off since. Full disclosure, it was scary. So we were talking AI-powered health insights, chronic illness early detection on this thing. We have the biological age tracking and stuff that makes like the old Fitbit look like a step counter, if you know what I mean. So if you want to know if this thing is actually worth it, stick around. So after 30 days with this thing, I have a lot to share and show you. And this is actually going to be a hard video for me to post because I've been working on my fitness and health stuff recently because we're done having children and all that's past now. So taking this time to focus on me. Ooh, it's gonna be a rough one. Let's go. Roll the intro. Roll it. All right, so let's get into a little bit of a unboxing. So boxing feels really premium, not gonna lie. It is super nice, airtight, and I just dropped the device out. Sorry, Hume. That's what it looks like when it comes to ooh. Yes, I've already unwrapped everything and took the manual out, but it comes with a proprietary charger. So, and it's a snap-in charger. So you pull this little lever back, push it in, voila. That's how it would go in. You got your Type C connection, and then obviously you get your Hume Band with Hume branding on it. It's typical hook and loop, Velcro, whatever you want to call it. Velcro is solid. I mean, this is not coming off. I don't care how sweaty you are or anything. It's not coming off. So for the device, it's super lightweight. It feels great. I mean, it does feel well made. You got your power button, so you hold this on to turn it on. Then you have your LED light indicator right here, and then on the back you have your connectivity for your charger, and then you have, of course, your sensors and everything right here. So that's pretty much it for that. All right, so here's the Hume app. We're gonna get right into the app, and here's gonna be the home tab. If you scroll through this thing with me, it's tracking your steps, your heart rate, your HRV, and the HRV is the heart rate variability. It also does your sleep, your stress, activity levels. It does all the foundational stuff that you would expect. So the different thing is what Hume does with that data. So over on the band tab, you can drill into the individual data that it produces. Provides awesome graphs and metrics as well. They did a really good job on developing this app. I love how clean the data visualization is. It doesn't make the app feel overwhelming, like the visuals are not overwhelming. There's a lot of data in there, so don't get me wrong, but it's not overwhelming. For the most part, for me, it feels like actual, like useful information that's always being displayed. And then after about 4 or 5 days of wearing it, that's when the AI starts to visualize kind of your daily pattern. It learns your patterns and then unlocks your insights. And then by day 8, after using the app and the band, it has the full picture. It generates the full picture. So you have to do it for 8 days, and then you get a full insight on your health metrics. And let me show you the big ones, guys. Let me show you the big ones. And this is, I got work to do. I know it's a work in progress. All right, guys. So the first big feature is the metabolic capacity. So think of this like your body's daily energy battery. So just like your phone battery loses capacity over time, the same thing happens while you age. So your metabolic capacity can shrink too. But with the right habits, you can maintain it and actually improve it. So Hume breaks this down into 3 parts. So first one is capacity. That is your energy reserves for the day. There's recovery. So recovery does like how fast your body bounces back after your sleep. And then the third one is strain. And that one tracks how much you've already pushed your body today. So together, these 3 things tell you exactly how to pace yourself. And this is the part I love right here, honestly. Inside the capacity report, Hume, like, it doesn't just show you the numbers. It explains why things are trending that way and why they're trending the way they are. And that right there, the context is a total game changer, because to me, context is everything. It makes it for smarter daily decisions. My Garmin never did anything like that. This is one of my personal favorites, is the Metabolic Momentum. And Hume calls this their hidden force behind longevity. And then once it was explained to me, I honestly couldn't stop thinking about it. So now here's the concept. So every single day you have choices: how to eat, how you move, how you sleep. These things either add momentum to your health, which slows aging, or they drain it, which at that point you can speed aging up. We don't want to do that. Don't do that. Metabolic momentum shows you exactly which direction you're heading. It's kind of like a scoreboard for your future self. if that makes sense. On the metric, the more momentum means slower aging, more energy, and then obviously more youthful years ahead. With less momentum, the analogy I'm using is kind of like a bike with slowly deflating tires. So the idea with that is everything just gets harder way too soon. So if it's slowly deflating tire, it just gets harder and harder to pedal over time, if that makes sense. So seeing this visualized honestly in real time helped me and motivated me to make better choices along the way, and have been for a while now. And it's actually been a huge difference. So and honestly, seeing it, especially in the app and like looking at it, it hits a lot differently. It hits differently. So, and inside the metabolic momentum, you can also find your pace of aging and your lifespan meter. To me, it's sort of gamified. For me, it is. And it kind of shows you how many extra days of life like you're adding to your life by your choices that you're making every day, and by your health stats that are portrayed in the app. And I'm not kidding, it literally shows you like how many days added, which is wild. Speaking of aging, let's talk biological age. So your ID says how old you are, does it? Yes, it does. My ID definitely does. Hume tells you exactly how old your body is. And then obviously those two numbers are not always the same. They can be plus and they can be negative. Your biological age actually updates in real time, and it's based on your sleep quality, your recovery scores, and how you manage stress. So if you're crushing your sleep and keeping your HRVs high, which high is better, your biological age can actually go lower than your real age. And that is the goal, people. That is the goal, especially with this, like it's the goal. So this part shows up in your weekly health score report inside the app. And it's kind of the thing inside the app that actually will make you feel like you're doing something. Because I mean, adding days, weeks, months to your life, years, I mean, that's the goal, right? I mean, we all want to live longer. It's very meaningful to me. It's very emotional to me. So this is a great thing for me. You know, we're not just tracking steps here. You know what I mean? We're not just tracking steps. Here's kind of the most impressive feature is the chronic illness detection. This one takes about 30 days to fully generate. So the AI continuously analyzes your biomarkers like your HRV, your resting heart rate, your sleep patterns, activity levels, skin temperature, and looks for subtle patterns that could be early signs of a chronic illness like diabetes, heart disease, autoimmune disorders, or metabolic syndrome. So here's the scary truth about chronic illnesses is that most of them actually develop secretly and quietly for years and years and years. And a lot of people don't know about them until they're immediately just hit with symptoms or effects or things like that. And then usually by that time when you get the symptoms or feel them, at that point, a lot of damage is already done. So this preventative aspect of it is really appealing. So like when you do an annual checkup, that checkup gives your doctors like one snapshot. This Hume Band is watching it every day. It's watching it all the time, scanning, analyzing, providing metrics. That is a W. That kind of detection could generally be life-saving. And none of the other wearables that I have worn in my personal life have ever provided information like this. It's pretty astonishing that they're able to do these things these days, and technology is just amazing. It's come so far. So naturally there are other wearables out there that do try to track the metrics like this, and I just like a small like comparison portion of the video. So I personally want Fitbits and Garmin watches and Apple watches, and they're all solid devices. They're all great. Like there's no complaints. They're amazing. Garmin for fitness, holy moly, absolutely amazing. Apple watches for all, connectivity, ecosystem, all day, daily stuff. Fitbit's great. I mean, just for activity trackers, great, solid. But there's a key difference is most of those are built around fitness, like calories burned, steps, like workouts logged, and all the things like that. This Hume is mainly built for longevity. It's built around the idea of extending your life. The whole framework, metabolic capacity, metabolic momentum, biological age, chronic illness detection, it's all designed to answer one question. How do I live longer and a healthier life? That is a fundamentally different mission. And then I know there's others out there too. There's Whoop, there's Oura Ring, and also Fitbit exists in this space as well. And they are great wearables as well. Like they're great options. And they're in my opinion, they're focused more towards like athletes, very active, like people in that field. Just to me, athleticism mainly. That's just my opinion. But the longevity specific like AI insights that Hume is providing, to me, that's a lane they're not really in yet. And also here's a big one. This is where most people get turned away, what I think. Whoop and Oura Ring also charge subscriptions for their features. So to be able to utilize the full deck of cards, their full features, like everything they provide, there is a subscription, annual and monthly month that you have to buy, that word scares away a lot of people, and I do know that. It scares me away. Essentially, at that point, you're renting the experience. You're having to pay for the experience monthly. So Hume's idea is to give you ownership of all that health and data without having to pay for a subscription. We gotta do pros and cons. You know me, guys. I'm always a pros and cons guy, because I'm not just here to hype something that isn't worth it, in my opinion. Pros: the AI insights are genuinely next level. Metabolic momentum and the chronic illness detection are features I've never seen anywhere else. And the app is clean, and it explains all the details, all the metrics. It explains the data, plain text, like just straightforward layman's terms, if you want to call it that. You're not going to be reading a bunch of gibberish. You have no idea what it means. It explains it very well. And then the longevity portion of it, the focus of that just hits differently when you actually care about all of this stuff long term. The longevity portion is awesome. So now we got to get into the cons. Con one, to me, biggest one that hits me, is battery life. It's a bit shorter than I expected. For me, it's been lasting in between 3 and 5 days before I have to charge it. I kind of made it into a habit, and I'll just connect it to the charger when I get into the shower. That way it gives it enough juice. So when I hop in the shower, I just pop it on the charger to get in. Depending on how long, once I'm done fully dressed, blah, 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 say it's been on the charger for 20 or 30 minutes. At that point, it's got enough juice to last another couple days. So the strap works really well. I just wish it had like a slightly more premium feel to it. Like, I feel like it could have been built a little bit better, like made a little bit more premium. It could have been a little bit more premium at this price point, for sure. And after 30 days, those are genuinely my only 2 gripes. I'll keep you guys updated, obviously, like I always do, but right now, that is the only 2 things that I've honestly had. It's comfortable to wear. It's not heavy at all. I don't notice it there a lot of the time. So, but yeah, bottom line, honestly, if you guys care about longevity and you care about living a healthier life, and you care about staying healthier and stronger as you age, so the Hume Band is legitimately the best health tracking band for longevity I have ever tried. And it's not just a wearable. It's like having your own personal health AI guy on your wrist that goes around with you all the time, just looking, just waiting to pounce, but also providing great insight. I've linked it down below, guys, with my exclusive 20% off discount code. That link will be in the description, like always. So you should check it out down there. So seriously, if you've been on the fence, that's a solid reason to pull the trigger. So check it out. Let me know in the comments. Are you a team fitness tracker guy, or are you a team longevity band? This video has been very exposing for me with the data, because I'm providing my data on the screen. Let me know where everybody's at. So if this video helped you out, guys, go ahead, hit the like, subscribe, because we got some more coming your way. And like always, guys, I will see you in the next one.